Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Today I've got an exciting guest, my sister Freda.
Hello.
Now I brought Freda along today because when we did one of our earlier episodes, we actually had a little purse, a little duct tape purse in the back that looked like this. It was a watermelon purse that Freda had created, and we got so many email requests asking us, how do you make the watermelon purse? So we figured,
Let's make it.
perfect. So Freda's going to show you how. Now, we do need a couple things. The first thing we're going to need is we are going to need some of our duct tape fabric. You're going to need it in green and red. Now, if you don't know how to make the duct tape fabric, please go to our website and click on that episode that'll show you how to make duct tape fabric. So these pieces, Freda, looks like they are about, what?
You could make them any size you want, but this is about 14 inches by, I'd say, 8 inches.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to just need 2 pieces of fabric, one green
and one red.
and one
or pink or whatever you want for your
watermelon color.
center, yeah.
Okay, so you're also going to need a paper template, and you can either download this from our website, or if you want to, basically all it is a circular shape cut in half. So if you have a bowl, you could trace that onto a piece of paper and then just cut it into half. You know, whatever size bowl that you need, we'll make a little
If you wanted to make
template.
a small one, you could even just trace half your duct tape.
There you have it. You could even use your duct tape, trace it, cut it in half. You've got a little mini template. So you're also going to need some wax paper, and we'll show you what you're going to do with this a little later on. You're going to need your duct tape colors. You're going to need the green that matches your green. You're going to need the red or the pink that matches your pink, and you're also going to want black if you want seeds, yeah, and a pair of scissors. And then if you do want a closure, we're going to be using magnets to close ours today, but you can also use double stick tape. Excuse me, what am I saying? Velcro. Okay, so what are we going to do first?
First things first is I'm going to trace this pattern onto my piece of duct tape fabric.
Okay. And so are you going to make 2 pieces here, or are you going to make 1? What are you going to do?
I'm going to cut one red and one green. You want to cut that out?
Sure, I'll cut this out.
I'll trace this one.
Perfect. And is one going to be your front and one going to be your back, or how does this work?
Yes, one is the front of the purse, one is the back of the purse.
Okay, got it.
Put that on here.
And which is going to be the front and which is going to be the back?
The green is going to be the back, and the red is going to be the front.
Okay. So we've got a lot of leftover there. When you decide what size you want to make your watermelon purse, then you don't have to
Have so much waste.
Yeah, you don't have to make as much fabric. Just decide, say you want to make a half circle that is 6 inches, then you can make your fabric actually a little bit bigger than 6,
Yeah.
so maybe 6.5 inches.
I overdid it on the fabric.
That's okay.
So
Always
then-
better to overdo.
You just take your green piece and lay that down, and then you're going to put your red piece over it. So this
Okay.
is going to be the front of the purse. And then I already have these pieces done for us here, but I like to cut these nicely because what we're going to do is you're going to just take these little 1-inch pieces of duct tape and just put them on the front, and this is going to become the rind.
Oh, okay.
And then you just turn it over, and because this is the same green as on the back, it doesn't matter. It just flip it right up like that, and you can't even see it. It just blends in.
Okay, so basically we're just going to make our rind by going all the way around with our duct tape like this. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll find when you get to the corners, you can just do a little bit of a scissor cut, like on the side, and it just help it wrap around a little neater.
Okay, so we've got that. We're starting to make that go around like that. And then we just flip it over in the back, you're saying?
Yes, and I actually like to do each piece one at a time so that you can see where you're going to have to make a little bit of extra cuts.
Got it. Okay,
But
so
you're actually probably doing
okay.
well there. Yeah, that's perfect. And if you want to cut really neat edges like this, instead of like ripping each one, can you pass me that tape?
Sure.
All you need to do is put this onto your wax paper.
Oh, okay. See this? You learn something new every day.
And then you just make your cuts like this.
And that makes it nice and smooth.
Perfectly, yeah. And that way you're not messing up your scissors. It just comes right off.
Now you're going to use this wax paper for something else too, right?
Right, to make seeds.
Now we also have a template on the website for the seeds. And what you would do though is print out the template, lay it down underneath the wax paper, and then you would follow the template and draw it onto the wax paper just like this. Then what's going to happen is she's going to take her tape. I'm going to keep doing this while you do that.
Okay.
She's going to take her tape and place it over top, and then when you turn it over, you can see that you've got a very easy way to cut out your pattern. Now, Freda, you said there's something that we should always keep in mind when we're doing the wax paper. What was that?
Oh, and that is just that you actually want to lay the tape so that like you're always able to get it off.
Oh, so you always want to leave.
You need that edge.
So you want to leave a little extra tab, is what you're saying?
You do, yeah. Like so, when you do this, you should actually lay it down.
Because what happens then? You can't get it off.
You can't get it off. Yeah. If you cut your entire thing, if you cut your entire seed out, you won't be able to, unless you have like fantastic fingernails, you won't be able to get the duct tape off of the wax paper.
So always leave yourself a little tab. Okay, so that's good to know.
Just sort of like that.
Yeah, because duct tape can get very sticky and stick to things. But the great thing about that wax paper is that if you do have a tab, it does seem to release pretty easily, right?
It does, yes. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm almost done. And you could,
really
I guess,
nice.
you can make your rind pretty much any width or thickness that you want, right? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
if you wanted to have a really thick rind, or what are those really specialty watermelons that have the tiny skinny rinds, don't they? Aren't they like?
The delicious one?
Yeah. So now I was going to show them that what I did was I actually had a little,
Oops. Sorry, guys.
a little extra on there, and I was just going to show you
can
that I
just
just
clip
snipped
it
it off. Remember, if you ever have any extra bits of duct tape, all you got to do is cut them off with scissors.
It's pretty forgiving duct tape.
Okay, so there you can see we've got our watermelon and the rind, and now Freda's going to add the fabulous
Seeds. There's a whole bunch of seeds here. Did you want to do a bite mark?
Sure. Everybody needs a bite mark.
Do you have some wax paper?
Sure. And I think we have the bite mark also as a downloadable template.
There you go.
You're going to make me draw this? All right.
Yeah.
She's going to test my abilities.
You could bite the wax paper.
Oh, that would be very tasty.
Do a real one.
Okay, so I'm going to
Do a
make...
giant bite mark, because this is a giant piece of water.
Okay, so I made my bite mark right there. Mine's not as good as hers. Little sibling rivalry in the art room. Okay, I'm going to take my black tape, and I'm going to remember what my sister said, which is to leave a little bit of a tab, an extra flap. So what I did was I put my tape here, and see I've left this whole big flap there, and I'm just going to cut this part right here. I think my bite mark is not going to be quite as big as my sister wants, but I don't have as big a mouth as she does.
It's true.
That's such a lie. I have the biggest mouth in the world.
But I'm always eating, so.
Well, that's
I'm
true.
an eater.
That's true. Actually, in pretty much every family photo, I'm the one with the mouth going, oh, like Carol Channing. Okay, so now you can see I cut out my bite mark. How's my bite mark?
That's good. That's really good.
Kind of looks like a little mountain. I'm going to just peel this off here.
I left you room. There's no seeds here for your bite mark.
Oh, perfect. So you want to put the bite mark down?
Yep.
Ooh, this is going to be a very tasty treat.
It's beautiful.
And there you have it, your little clutch purse. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a little magnet right inside it. And should we show them how to do that?
Sure.
So the magnets are pretty easy to use as closures. What we're going to do is we're just going to take one magnet and place it right in the middle. She's going to use a piece of red tape to... Where's the red tape?
This is green.
She's going to use a piece of red tape here, or I'm going to use a piece of red tape here. And we're just going to put that piece of red tape, secure it down really, really good. Now, here's the trick, and I love this. We're going to take a piece of green tape, because this is going to go on this side. We're just going to place it down right on top of our magnet. You want to do the honors?
Yeah,
to make sure that your magnets are going in the right direction, that they're not anti-polarized. They want to be polarized. I guess that's the word you want. So you just drop it, and now that is going to make sure that it is in the correct direction, because otherwise they'll push each other apart. So now we just push it down, and because it had that piece of tape, it's going to stick right to the other side. And if we want to, we can come back and put an extra piece of tape or two to secure this. but then you just let it go.
Looks so good.
And there you go. You've got your little watermelon purse, a little clutch.
It's perfect for the county fair.
It is. It's totally perfect. Now, Freda has, of course, gone the distance and made some more cute little versions here. She's added some straps, and she made a little itty-bitty tiny one, which I think is really cute. It's like the baby and the mama and the daddy and the grandpa. Well, for more tasty duct tape ideas, come over to Sophie-World.com. You never can tell what we'll be putting together.